For years, Pennsylvania was seen as a refuge, a place of quiet affordability, a practical alternative to its expensive coastal neighbors. But in 2025, that comforting myth is being violently shattered. Across the Keystone State, a dark reality is emerging, a housing market that is not just challenging, but actively hostile to anyone looking to buy a home. This isn't about simple home prices. This is about a toxic mix of a sluggish economy, punishing property taxes that refuse to fall, and a pervasive sense of decline that's turning a home purchase into a financial and personal trap. In these cities, a buyer is not just acquiring a property, they're inheriting a host of problems that could cost them their peace of mind and their entire investment. Which Pennsylvania cities, the former beacons of hard work and blue-collar strength, are now the absolute worst places to buy a home in 2025? Where are the warning signs clearest and the risks so great that a buyer must simply walk away? We're diving deep into the grim data, revealing the most fragile markets in the state. Get ready for a sobering truth. Today, Discover the Nation unveils 10 worst cities to buy a house in Pennsylvania. If you live here or are considering a move, this is your crucial warning. Before we jump into our number 10 spot, if you're finding this information helpful in your journey to discover the nation, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us bring you more crucial content like this.
Number 10. Scranton. This historic city in northeastern Pennsylvania, widely known for its vibrant community and as a hub for education and healthcare, is quietly holding its ground as a remarkably affordable housing market in 2025. But its affordability hides a deeper, more unsettling truth. For a buyer, it can be one of the worst cities to buy a home due to high taxes and a sluggish economy. The median home price in Scranton consistently hovers around a very low $160,000. On the surface, this is a clear advantage, but that low price is undermined by high costs of ownership. Property taxes in Lackawanna County average around 2.3% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $3,680, or about $306 per month. This is an incredibly high property tax rate for such a low-value home, and it relentlessly eats into a homeowner's budget. The local economy, while stable, is not generating the explosive growth that drives appreciation. A lack of job opportunities and outmigration among younger people make the market susceptible to a slow decline. The housing inventory, while abundant, consists of a majority of older homes that often require significant investment in repairs and maintenance. For buyers, a low price tag can be a trap, hiding high fixed costs and a lack of appreciation potential. Scranton's affordability is real, but its high taxes and fragile growth make homeownership here a gamble with very real financial risks.
Number 9. Wilkes-Barre. This historic city in northeastern Pennsylvania has undergone a remarkable revitalization, but in 2025, its housing market is revealing a profound paradox. While prices are low, the cost of ownership makes it a very risky place to buy a home. The median home price in Wilkes-Barre consistently hovers around a very low $170,000. But, like its neighbor Scranton, its affordability is a deceptive trap. Property taxes in Luzerne County are notoriously high, averaging around 2.5% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $4,250 or about $354 per month. This high fixed cost, when applied to a low-value home, makes it a significant and often unbearable burden for homeowners. If you're gaining vital insight into these collapsing markets, please gently hit that subscribe button to discover the nation. Your support empowers our in-depth investigations. The local economy is still in a state of flux, with a lack of job growth and outmigration of residents in search of better opportunities. This leads to a housing market with a growing number of empty homes and properties that sit on the market for extended periods. The inventory, while abundant, consists of a majority of older homes that often require significant investment in repairs and maintenance.
For buyers, the low price tag can be a trap, hiding high fixed costs and a lack of appreciation potential. Wilkes-Barre's revitalization is real, but its high taxes and fragile growth make homeownership here a gamble with very real financial risks.
Number 8. Bethlehem. Once a major steel town, Bethlehem has undergone a remarkable revitalization, transforming into a vibrant hub of arts, culture, and innovation in the Lehigh Valley. But in 2025, this impressive revival is also revealing a profound paradox. While prices are low, the cost of ownership makes it a very risky place to buy a home. The median home price in Bethlehem consistently hovers around a very low $280,000. On the surface, this is a clear advantage, but the city's affordability is a deceptive trap. Property taxes in Northampton County are notoriously high, averaging around 2.0% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $5,600, or about $467 per month. This high fixed cost, when applied to a low-value home, makes it a significant and often unbearable burden for homeowners. The local economy is strong, anchored by healthcare, education, Lehigh University, and light manufacturing, but its growth is not strong enough to overcome the challenges of a slow-moving housing market. The inventory is healthy, featuring a mix of charming older homes, renovated properties, and some new construction. But many of these homes require significant investment in repairs and maintenance. For buyers, the low price tag can be a trap, hiding high fixed costs and a lack of appreciation potential. Bethlehem's revitalization is real, but its high taxes and fragile growth make homeownership here a gamble with very real financial risks.
Number 7. Emmaus. This charming borough in the Lehigh Valley, known for its historic downtown, vibrant community, and excellent schools, is a highly desirable place to live. But in 2025, Emmaus stands out as a clear example of where Pennsylvania's homeownership costs are truly beginning to break budgets, making it a very risky place to buy a home. The median home price in Emmaus consistently hovers around a substantial $280,000 to $300,000. While this might seem lower than some cities on our list, for the local job market, it presents a significant hurdle. Property taxes in Lehigh County average around 2.0% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $5,600 to $6,000, or about $467 to $500 per month. This fixed cost adds a significant and often surprising burden to the total cost of ownership. If you're finding this crucial information for understanding Pennsylvania's market shifts, please gently hit that subscribe button to discover the nation. Your support helps us bring you more vital insights like this. The demand for Emmaus's quality of life and highly rated schools continues to keep prices firm, but the ongoing costs are increasingly becoming a burden. The local economy is strong, but wages have not kept pace with the high costs of ownership. The housing inventory, while healthy, consists of a mix of charming older homes that often require significant investment in repairs and maintenance. For buyers, the high price combined with high property taxes makes homeownership here a gamble with very real financial risks, challenging even comfortable salaries in 2025.
Number 6. Harrisburg. As the state capital, Harrisburg might seem like a place where costs would be elevated. But in 2025, this city is revealing a dangerous paradox. While the cost of entry is lower than in major metros, its urban struggles and aging housing stock make it a risky place to buy a home. The median home price in Harrisburg consistently hovers around $230,000. On the surface, this is an excellent price, but the city faces significant challenges with urban decay and a high poverty rate. These factors can impact long-term property values and make it a risky investment for a buyer. The city's economy is stable, anchored by state government employment, healthcare, and logistics, but its growth is not strong enough to overcome the challenges of a slow-moving housing market. The housing inventory is healthy, featuring a mix of charming historic homes, renovated properties, and some new construction, but many of these homes require significant investment in repairs and maintenance. For buyers, the low purchase price can be a trap,
hiding high fixed costs and a lack of appreciation potential. Harrisburg's amenities are a draw, but its housing market is increasingly challenging, making it a risky place for home ownership in 2025.
Number 5. Pittsburgh. Halting our countdown at number 5, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Steel City, a resilient Rust Belt powerhouse, has undergone a remarkable renaissance, transforming into a vibrant hub for healthcare, education, and advanced technology. But in 2025, this long-term demographic decline is reaching a critical inflection point, making it a very risky place to buy a home. Pittsburgh, like many Rust Belt cities, has been grappling with a decades-long out-migration as residents leave for better job opportunities. This systemic population crisis has created a profound demographic deficit, with the city's workforce shrinking and its median age climbing. This slow bleed is directly impacting the housing market. While home prices are relatively low, the number of homes hitting the market is surging, creating a glut of inventory for a diminishing population. Inventory has already surged by over 25% year over year, and homes are sitting longer, average 60-70 days, with an increasing percentage of price cuts. If you're finding this crucial information for understanding America's demographic shifts, please gently hit that subscribe button to Discover the Nation. Your support is vital for our in-depth analyses. The ghost town indicators are not just subtle, they are pervasive. Vacancy rates are climbing in many small towns, rural communities, and even parts of its largest cities. Builders who may have overextended on new developments are now facing slow sales and accumulating empty properties. Pittsburgh isn't seeing a sudden collapse, but rather a slow, painful hollowing out, where the promise of a vibrant economy is being undermined by a profound demographic crisis that leaves behind a growing number of empty homes and a pervasive sense of desolation.
Number 4. Philadelphia. The city of brotherly love, a sprawling metropolis with a rich history and vibrant culture, has been grappling with a slow but steady population crisis. But in 2025, as national economic headwinds intensify, this long-term demographic decline is starting to visibly impact the housing market, creating a growing surplus of homes with nowhere to go. Philadelphia has consistently lost residents for decades as younger generations leave for better job opportunities and a higher quality of life elsewhere. This systemic outmigration has created a profound population crisis, with the city's workforce shrinking and its median age climbing. This slow bleed is directly impacting the housing market. While home prices here are incredibly affordable compared to NYC or Boston, the lack of new residents, coupled with a steady stream of properties hitting the market from an aging population, is creating an immense surplus. The ghost town indicators are subtle but pervasive across the city. Inventory has already surged by over 20% year over year, and homes are sitting on the market for extended periods, often over 70 to 80 days. Vacancy rates are climbing in once vibrant neighborhoods. Builders who may have overextended on new developments are now facing slow sales and accumulating empty properties. Philadelphia isn't seeing a sudden collapse, but rather a slow, painful hollowing out, where the promise of urban revival is being undermined by a profound demographic crisis that leaves behind a growing number of empty homes and a pervasive sense of desolation across its neighborhoods.
Number 3. King of Prussia. This sprawling, affluent suburb of Philadelphia is renowned for its massive mall, vast corporate parks, and its reputation as a major economic engine in the region. But in 2025, King of Prussia reveals itself as one of the most financially demanding locations for homeownership in Pennsylvania, where its convenience and modern appeal come with a significant and often surprising financial burden. The median home price in King of Prussia consistently hovers around $550,000. This places it among the highest-priced suburban markets in the state. For a homeowner, a $550,000 home with a 7% mortgage, assuming 20% down, translates to a principal and interest payment of about $3,650 per month. But the primary cost driver here is property taxes.
In Montgomery County, property taxes average around 1.8% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $9,900 or about $825 per month. This fixed cost adds a substantial and relentless burden to the total financial outlay, truly pushing budgets to their limits. Beyond the mortgage and high property taxes, the overall cost of living in King of Prussia, including utilities and general maintenance, is notably higher than many other parts of Pennsylvania. Many homes in this established suburb are well-maintained but may require periodic updates. Homeowners insurance is a standard expense. The strong demand for King of Prussia's corporate job market, extensive retail, and convenient access to Philadelphia continues to keep prices firm, ensuring that the total cost of owning a home here is consistently well above state averages, making it an increasingly challenging place for homeownership in 2025.
Number 2. Allentown. As the largest city in the Lehigh Valley, Allentown has experienced a facade of revitalization, but in 2025, it's revealing a dangerous paradox. Its housing market comes with notably high ownership costs and profound urban struggles that make it one of the absolute worst places to buy a home in the state. The median home price in Allentown consistently hovers around $240,000. While this might appear more affordable than many, for its median household income, around $55,000, the burden is catastrophic. Property taxes in Lehigh County average around 1.9% of home value, meaning an annual bill of roughly $4,560 or about $380 per month. This fixed cost adds a significant and often surprising burden to the total cost of ownership. Beyond the financial squeeze, Allentown faces deep urban challenges, including a high poverty rate and a struggling school system, which can profoundly impact long-term property values and make it a highly risky investment. The housing inventory is varied, but a significant portion of these homes are older and require costly investment in repairs and maintenance. The local economy is robust, driven by healthcare, manufacturing, and education, but its growth is not strong enough to overcome the city's persistent urban problems. For a buyer, the low purchase price can be a trap, hiding high fixed costs, the potential for a lack of appreciation, and a host of deeply rooted community challenges. Allentown's revitalization is a draw, but its housing market is increasingly hostile, making it a place where home ownership is a gamble with very real and very painful financial and personal risks in 2025. Number 1. Hughesville. Topping our list as the single worst city to buy a house in Pennsylvania in 2025, Hughesville, Pennsylvania. This small, charming borough, nestled in a peaceful rural setting in Lycoming County, might seem like a dream of escape. But in 2025, Hughesville has become a poignant and devastating example of a place tragically turning into a ghost town, with its housing market collapsing under the weight of decades of economic and demographic decline. The median home price in Hughesville consistently hovers around a very low $160,000. On the surface, this may seem like an advantage, but this low price is a direct result of a lack of economic opportunity and a consistent out-migration of residents in search of better jobs. The city faces a host of rural challenges, including a lack of job growth and a shrinking workforce. These factors can impact long-term property values and make it a risky investment for a buyer. The city's economy has been in a state of flux, with a lack of job growth and a slow but relentless bleed that is now reaching a critical inflection point. Vacancy rates are climbing in once vibrant neighborhoods. Homes are sitting on the market for extended periods, often over 100 days, with an increasing percentage of price cuts. Builders who may have overextended on new developments are now facing slow sales and accumulating empty properties. Hughesville's low price tag is a trap, hiding high fixed costs and a lack of appreciation potential. The city's housing market is in profound crisis, driven by affordability shock, pervasive overbuilding, and economic fragility, making it an undeniable champion of where homeownership is a gamble with very real financial risks.
The message is clear. The 2025 housing market is not just facing economic headwinds, it's grappling with a demographic crisis. The assumption of endless growth and a continuous influx of new residents is a myth, and in these cities, the price for that mistake is a growing surplus of homes with nowhere to go. The consequences are profound. For developers, it's a lesson in over-speculation. For local economies, it signals a devastating slowdown. And for homeowners, it highlights a crucial risk. The very asset they've invested in is now an illiquid burden. What's next for these communities? Only time will tell if they can find a path to recovery, or if the silence will grow louder one empty home at a time. And remember, if you found this information about market trends and vulnerabilities helpful, gently hit that subscribe button to Discover the Nation. Your support helps us bring you more crucial insights and help you make smart decisions.